Welcome back, my Floovers. Thank you all so much for joining me on another episode of The First Tree. Now, last episode we got to where he found out that it was a dream, and he got to, and it led up to his dad being Tim telling us about his dad being a woodworker, which he calls a lumberjack, which I think is pretty funny. And it ultimately led up to where we are now, which was he just talked about his dad being in a shed, the old family, leaving parts and stuff, like an old shed and cars and old junk in their yard. And his dad leading up to an elaborate story, which apparently his name is Joseph, is entitying a story through this fox. And he apparently believes that the story his dad told about the bear hunting them down and then parading the woods like a spirit, a ghost or something, haunting the woods. And he believes somewhere that they're still trapped. And in a way, he said he kind of believes that they're still like here, unable to get out, just watching through like a shed or something, unable to get out. And it's pretty intense, dark story, but let's get on with it.
My dad built a lot of stuff in his free time. If he wasn't watching fly fishing or reading Tom Clancy novels, he was carving something. He made tons of birdhouses. Not that he was into bird watching, but I think he really missed working and adding on to the home. If he couldn't afford the time to build onto our own house, he would have to settle with watching birds move into their little homes. We kept an old mattress in the bed of that ugly yellow truck, so we would drive it deep into the woods and then watch the birds fly into their houses while the sun set. Usually it was accompanied by venison jerky or cold Coke, but not a lot of talking, which is how we both liked it.
So that's what that mattress I found in the last episode was. Is there going to be more in this game than just me running around? Am I gonna find other entities? That would be great. That'd be cool. Oh, there's another storyline. Can I make it? Slowly but surely. No!
We were happiest underneath the evergreens. We decided it was time to finally map out the hundreds of acres we lived on just to pass the time during the summer. He was only free in the evenings, so I would spend the day wasting time on dial-up internet and sketching, and then we would rush into the woods, pen and map in hand, before evening fell. Sometimes, the aurora borealis would cast a cold green glow on the mountainside, and we would finish our route underneath a twilight sky. Sometimes I was lonely during those summer days, but there was comfort in the routine.
A lot of teenagers aren't looking for the daily grind, though. There's nothing wrong with wanting to get out, to leave your childhood home. You wanted to progress, to make something of yourself.
Yeah, you're right. That house. I'm sure it's the same as how I left it. But then why does it feel so different?
I doubt you're the only adult to have looked back and asked that question.
I actually have just moved back into my childhood home. I'm in it right now. And, it does, in a way, feel different than when you actually did used to live in your home as a child. Because everything you did was you when you were growing up, and now you come back, and it's just like, it's not the same. I mean, you have all the memories, but it's not the same because, well, you're not living in it anymore, and things moved on, and the town has changed. No trespassers. The idea of following along someone's dream is, I love that story, that type of like storyline. It's like through the perspective of that guy, but he entities himself through a fox, which amazes me. Hello? Anybody else in here? Oh. Another... I'm gonna call them stars because they look like stars. They're like passage guiding beams. Is that the last one I need? It must be. Yep. Was that supposed to open those branches for me so I can get through to over there? I believe, sir, it was. Heading back to where I came from. Shut up, owls! I'm concentrating on finding my way back. I don't need you making weird ooh noises at me all the time. I'm not letting you get, further and further away. We are going to do this. Come on, up, 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 up. Yes! Up! Oh, the sunlight. That's right. I forgot. If you remember, when I collected the first one, I stood over it and the sun was, like, right there. So that may be where I need to go, follow the sun. Yeah, I can hear the waterfall. I know I'm close. Finding my merry way, finding my little old merry way. Back home. Oh. Did it open? It did. What's that?
The perpetrator stood nearby, unfazed, like nothing was wrong. My dad is dead, and he's never coming back, Rachel. I can tell you these stories, but I can never reminisce with him again. He can never hold a grandchild that we'll probably never be able to have. I can never talk to him again, and I'll never be able to say I'm sorry for everything.
That is dark. So I'm assuming he watched his dad get killed. This game is all kinds of sad. It's making me feel like I want to cry. Okay, I can't jump anymore, I just gotta keep running. No, I can still jump. Man, I feel bad for this guy. He watched his own father's death. And he didn't even get to say goodbye. Or that he's sorry for everything he's done. That's probably why his home doesn't feel like home to him anymore, because he watched his father die. He didn't want to come back to the house he was growing up in and have all these memories, and then the one memory of his father's death. Okay, just over here. I love the music in this game. They put a lot of work into this game. A lot. Thank you to the creators of this game for making something that makes me wow.
I need to go to bed. I just can't talk about this anymore. Good night.
Letters from Alaska. Are they from his father? They must be from his father. The whole idea of this game, the all-around story, the all-around artwork, the all-around everything, it appeals to me. So are we nearing the end of the game or something? Because this can't be it. Ooh. Is this spirit heaven?
Joseph, you can't go to sleep feeling like this. I'm sorry for everything, and I know you need space, but I'm here for you. You don't need to feel so lost. Joseph, have I ever told you what my mother was like? You know what it's like not to have a mom at home. And you know how hard that made my childhood. What helped me was watching the birds in the morning before the school bus came. I thought that my mother was one of those birds, and it made me want to be free like her. My mom taught me how to fold origami cranes while she was in the hospital. So I told myself I would fold one every day until I could fly myself.
Ooh. That's hitting my feels, man. Folding paper cranes would be a neat talent, but learning it from your sick mother, those cranes are gonna have a special meaning in your heart every time you fold one.
I think we both have always loved animals, and for me that love started with a dog. Sometimes this Rottweiler would come up to our property line and wait at the fence for me, but only once in a while. I was sure to check every day immediately after school, and it usually ended in disappointment. I would even steal money from my passed out dad just so I could buy these off-brand dog biscuits. Even when she did stop by, she never went beyond the fence. Why was she so scared? I think my dad was the opposite of your dad in almost every way, except he was in the military as well. He coped with alcohol of every kind. The trailer started falling apart, he got angry, and I withdrew. More and more I became the weird, quiet kid who made lots of origami birds and carried dog biscuits around. I think we were pretty similar when it came to being the weird kids. And that same sincerity in college was one of the reasons I was so drawn to you. Life got worse and worse, and at one point, I really didn't think I could survive another day with my soul still intact. I had no real friends, let alone neighbors, since we lived in the middle of nowhere. I should have talked to my teacher, but I was scared what he would do if he found out. As I waited for the school bus one morning, I walked around until I found something in an abandoned shed. Something I can't put into words. I summoned courage I didn't know I had, and I broke into my dad's room and found the key to the shed where he had locked my bike. I'll never forget that feeling. The wind rushing by my ears as the sun rose over fields of wheat. I was flying for the first time. I biked as far as my legs could take me until I found a house that felt friendly and that felt like home. Those strangers helped me in so many ways. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have found my foster family. And if it wasn't for my parents, I wouldn't have met you. You have strength, Joseph. And you're not as alone as you think.
It's all just so pointless. Just waiting for life to happen. It's like having the home I always wanted is cursed out of my reach. The thought of being a parent myself. How could I do that when I couldn't even be a good son? I'm sorry. I know what you're saying. I just don't know how things will work out. These quiet hours will turn into years. We'll wonder which roads passed us by.
Then we'll forge a new road together. Besides, I discovered for myself that one fateful morning where any hopeful road leads to. There may be thorns and mist, but it always leads to the same thing.
And what's that?
Family.
I'm so glad that you're part of my family, Rachel.
And I'm glad you're part of mine.
So, is she like a doe or something, or what? I wonder if I just keep going this way, will I eventually find her? I wonder if he's up on the other side of this hill. Okay, I gotta climb those rocks. See, I went from his childhood now to her childhood because he didn't want to talk about his anymore. And so she decided she'll talk about hers because why not? He told his, why shouldn't she want to share her story now? And what's weird is why her dad locked her bike up and why she wanted to, like, her dad not let her have her, like, childhood or something.
The fox knew her last cub would be waiting for her at the first tree. She was almost there. The rain cascaded onto the Jade Valley where the entrance to the tree was. Life was protected there, because that's where life began. It was now only a mother and a daughter left. Items from my life still dotted the ground as she moved closer to her destination and destiny.
So her destiny is to find out what happened to her babies, I'm assuming. Okay, I can't catch any of these. But it's not like I need them or anything. I don't know if they do anything. I can buy stuff or what. Man, this storyline in this game. Oh, I love this game so far. What do you guys think of the game in the comments below? You think it's a good game? Yay? Yay or nay? Yes? No? No. Stuck in a bush! There's a house up there. Wait. Is that the house that Joseph grew up in? It must be. That might be the house that Joseph grew up in.
My dad was super supportive with my college plans. To a point. Things were okay until this terrible accident happened. I guess a forklift flipped over due to a bad axle, and it crushed one of the workers there. My dad didn't eat for days, even though he wasn't directly involved. It devastated him.
That is
Not only did it hurt
terrible.
the business, but it just freaked him out. He would talk in his sleep, muttering things about firing people and saying sorry. One fateful day he approached me, said that since my school search wasn't going well, I should finally be a man and take over the family business. He said one day he was going to die, and that all of his work, sacrifice, and even that man's life would be wasted in vain. I just lost it. Teenage me just exploded at the thought. I screwed up. I said things I shouldn't have. He was having a crisis, and I pretty much spit in his face.
Man, that's a rough life for Joseph. Maybe I'm supposed to continue on and on this way. And eventually it'll get me around the mountain, maybe? Oh no, there's the house you grew up in. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is the house we grew up in. I grew up in. Joseph grew up in. If I keep going this way, will I find the first tree? No, it's not letting me continue on. That apparently is not the way to go. I'm assuming I have to get up there. Okay. I'm gonna keep going this way. Because it does seem like this is the way I'm supposed to go. Up to the barn. I'm slowly making it up. Slowly but surely. Come on. You kidding me? Yes, this was the way I was supposed to go. I think. No, I was supposed to go way over there. I can see it from here. Ah. I'm lost. Lost and confused as to where I'm supposed to go. Because I'm pretty sure I found where I'm supposed to go, but I don't know if this is where I'm actually supposed to go. These things lead me, but they don't always lead me. They lead me to an area where I have to ultimately find it on my own. So, we'll see. There's a rolled over truck over here. It's an ambulance. Uh-oh. There's the forklift. That, Oh, okay. I get it now. I know where I'm going once I hit the forklifts. Not the forklift. Why did I say the forklifts? When I hit the objects that he told stories about. So I just had to search for those. If I'd have known that a long time ago, this game would have been... I would have been a lot further than I am now. But nonetheless, I love the progress in this game. It's phenomenal.
Was that the last time you talked to him?
No, I called on holidays, and he would call on my birthday. I guess we acted like nothing ever happened, which was stupid. Didn't want to ask about his lumberyard, and I'm sure he didn't want to ask about my job search. I never went back and visited. I think the last conversation we had was about what movies we had seen and what exactly a best boy is in the credits. I thought he would be here so much longer.
Not everyone's parents live forever, bud. Ooh. What now?
In the distance, the first tree illuminated the wasteland. She couldn't go home anymore. She did the only thing she was capable of. Moving forward. My dad died alone in the middle of the wilderness. I should have been talking to him more. I should have done a lot of things differently.
If the first tree on Earth brought life with it, if it taught the birds to sing and fly and showed saplings how to grow, what could it do for us?
You can't go towards the light, but I have to.
There was a letter I received yesterday from a name I didn't recognize, with a quote I can't stop thinking about. Death is not the opposite of life, but a part of it. More and more, I'm realizing one important truth. Each of us have our own journey to the first tree. But sometimes I'm not sure I'm ready to take that first step.
You already have my love.
Wow. This can't be the end. Is she just gonna walk up here and she's just gonna, like, end up dying? The first tree awakens and gently asks if there is one last message the fox wants to tell her children. She replies back and says, "Wow, that's dark."
Her journey was over, but I have no idea. It was only a dream, a distraction from tomorrow.
I don't think dreams normally bring back to memory so many important feelings. Maybe it was just a dream, but it was also a gift.
Yeah, I suppose. But tomorrow we're getting on a plane to the last place on Earth I want to be. The only person that would have made the trip worth it is gone.
You're going to see him and be with him one last time before you say goodbye. I have one last quote for you by Emerson, sealed in an imaginary letter from me to you. It is the secret of the world that all things subsist and do not die, but only retire a little from sight and afterward return again. Go to sleep, my love. We have a big day tomorrow, but I'll be there with you every step of the way.
Thank you. Thanks for listening. Good night, Rachel.
Good night, Joseph.
Oh. Ah. Wow. That was deep. Wow. I could feel the feels that they felt. Is he moving out or moving back in? I cannot believe I cried. Wow. I have no reflection, that's not right. So is this the bedroom I just came out of? Am I supposed to turn the TV on, or what? Look out the window? Okay, I'm supposed to do something, but I'm not entirely sure what. Maybe go around the house? Is that the tent we built?
What the hell?
Wait, was that the fox that I was, or is that a wolf? I believe that's the fox that I was. Where are you taking me, buddy? Crap. I'm losing it. Messed up and I pulled a rock up and I wailed him in the face, got a hook stuck in his cheek, and we laughed about it the next day. Oh, the feels. do I just keep following this thing until something eventually happens?
What is this?
Is this the first tree? What does that say? Treasure every moment and be confident. Do what makes you grow stronger and use that force to be yourself. That was the fox and her babies. Wow. I loved it. Wow. Whew. Wow. Going all that way through the memory of this guy and how hard it was for him to find out that. Wow. I didn't think it was going to be that deep. Wow, that made me cry. I loved it. If you guys ever want to play a great game, this is the game to play. Wow. Wow. Ugh. Oh, I loved it. I loved it. The game is called The First Tree. If you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure to pounce that like button and subscribe if you want to see more like this. Oh. And I will see you guys all inside of another video. Thank you.